I didn't believe in ghosts. Not really. Not until I was locked in a prison cell that hadn't been opened since 1973. And someone, was still inside. My name is Darren Cole. Inmate number 62,743. Third year into a 7-year sentence at Blackridge. Armed robbery, no fatalities, just bad decisions and worse friends. I kept my head down, stayed out of gang politics, didn't snitch, didn't fight. I just wanted to serve my time and get out. Blackridge Correctional Facility was old, really old. Built in 1911, shut down twice, reopened after renovations, but always seemed to carry this lingering sickness in its bones. Most of us just ignored the creaks and groans at night. Rats, water pipes, maybe the ghosts of men who died behind these bars. You hear stories in here, but you don't pay them much mind. Until they happen to you. It started a week ago. During evening lockdown, my cell door jammed. Just locked up on its own. Like the mechanism got stuck mid-close. The COs were already stretched thin that night after a fight broke out in D block, so I got shoved into a different cell until they could fix mine. That cell. Cell 12D. Now, if you've been at Blackridge long enough, you know that Cell 12D is never used. The door's always locked, no inmate assigned. You ask a guard and they'll just shrug and say, maintenance. But one guy, an old lifer named Juno, once told me something different. He said, they locked that cell down 50 years ago, after what happened to Lambert. I didn't ask more. Should have. October 15th, 1:02 a.m. The second I stepped into Cell 12D, something felt wrong. The air was heavy, stale, like it hadn't been breathed in decades. Cold, too. Not winter cold, wet basement in a murder house cold. There was a name scratched into the wall. Lambert. Over and over and over again. The walls were covered in it. Some carved so deep, the concrete flaked away like dried skin. Others were barely visible, like they'd been written in a child's finger or with blood. I sat down on the cot. It groaned under me, metal springs straining like they hadn't moved in years. I lay back and stared at the ceiling. That's when I heard it. Breathing, not mine, slow, raspy, right above me. I bolted up, heart slamming against my ribs. The cell was empty. Just me. But the sound continued. It was coming from the vents. The old metal grate near the ceiling. Then a whisper. You came back. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't even sit down again. October 16th, 9:13 a.m. When the guards opened my door in the morning, I nearly ran out. Asked to be put anywhere else. They laughed it off. Said all the other temp cells were full. Just a couple more nights, they said. But something changed after that first night. I started seeing things, shadows in the mirror. My name scratched faintly next to Lambert's. My reflection didn't always move when I did. One night I found a tooth on my pillow. Another night, I woke up to the bed shaking. Not violently, just vibrating, like something under it was trying to claw its way out. On the fourth night, I found an old journal under the mattress. It belonged to Martin Lambert, the last inmate ever assigned to Cell 12D. The entries were erratic, deranged, full of scribbles and drawings of an eyeless man that watched him through the walls. He wrote about voices in the pipes, blood in the sink, teeth falling out, his hands twitching in his sleep like they weren't his anymore. The last entry was just one sentence, repeated over and over. He wants a new host. October 17th, 2:38 a.m. That night, I woke up paralyzed, couldn't move, couldn't scream. I felt hands, cold, bony hands, pressing against my chest. Something heavy sat on my ribs, breathing into my face. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. Hot breath, wet skin. Then I heard the whisper again. You'll do, Darren. You'll do just fine. My body jerked upright, like something let go of me. The cell was silent, but on the wall, next to Lambert's name, was something new. Darren, scratched fresh, with blood. October 18th, 3:44 p.m. I begged the warden, pleaded, told him something was wrong with that cell. I even showed him the journal. He looked pale when he read it, like he knew already. Lambert was found dead in that cell, he finally admitted, in 1973. Tore his own face off with his fingernails. Wrote messages in his blood for weeks before that. Screamed about voices in the walls. We sealed the cell after the suicide, thought maybe it would end. I asked why they put me in there. He didn't answer. Just looked at me and said, "How many nights have you spent in that room?" "5, I said. His face went white. "You need to get out now." October 18th, 11:59 p.m. The guards came to move me. But the cell door wouldn't open. The lock was fused shut. Metal warped, like something melted it from the inside. I pounded on the door, screamed for help, but the hallway lights flickered, then went dark. From the shadows behind me, I heard it again. That breathing, closer this time. Then a face appeared in the corner, pale, mouth wide, eyes hollow and black like a void. It crawled across the ceiling like a spider. Lambert, or whatever used to be Lambert. He opened his mouth, but the voice wasn't his. It was mine. "You came back, October 19th, 2:03 a.m. They found me the next morning, unconscious. Door still sealed. No damage, no signs of force. Just me, curled in the corner, whispering my own name over and over. I don't remember getting out. I don't remember the hospital. But I do remember this. When I looked in the mirror, Lambert was behind my eyes. He's still there, waiting. And sometimes, late at night, I still hear the whisper from the vents. You'll do, Darren. You'll do just fine. If you ever find yourself in an old prison, and someone offers you a cell that's been sealed since the 70s, don't take it. Because whatever was trapped in there all these years isn't looking for freedom. It's looking for you. Like, comment, and share if you want more true horror stories, because next time, it might be your name on the wall.